another Blacksmith beat.
Say, Jack, it's your boy Black, back at you with another one. And today, we mixing a beat for a client. Come on up in here with me, man.
Yeah. So like I said, we mixing tracks today. And I want to go over some tips of how we do it here. Music is about creating. Music is about, bringing what you bring to it. There are no rules. But then again, there are rules. And I know that kind of contradicts you. So you're like, yo, Black, that's contradicting yourself. Here's what I mean. There are rules to making music, rules to mixing. But then you also have the freedom to create your own sound. For instance, nobody wouldn't be banging the 808 if some dude didn't go and create and mess with EQ to figure out, I can transform this kick into an 808. So you have the freedom to create. The rules that I'm talking about are the people. People are like robots. People are like used to what they're used to. For instance, if there's a certain sound, a level, a mix, a style that people are accustomed to, then they tend to hold your musical standards to the standards that their ears have told them over the years. So it's up to you as the artist, producer, engineer to blur those lines and add your touch. So today, I'm gonna follow some of the rules, such as gain staging, such as parallel compression. It's gonna be a long ride. Sit with me if you with me. Drop me a line in the chat, man. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear what you think about mixing. We'd love to hear if you have any tips or tricks, any comments. Let me know where you from, man. I would love to see it. Without further ado, let's get to it. We'll be using Luna, Serato Studio, and the MPC. My process, I'm gonna have to stem out the songs from Serato, import them into Luna, arrange them, mix them, and then export them, and then put them on the site so they could be sold or send them directly to the client. So that's gonna be the process today. So let's get to it. Now, what we're about to do is stem out these tracks, starting with the kick and the clap. Let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and speed through this. But basically, we're going to export each and every individual track. The kick, the clap, the snare, the hi-hat, the bass, the keys, etc., etc. Let's do it. So, what I did was open up Luna. Exported the stems from Serato Studio, and now we're gonna go into Luna to begin the mix process. So this process will allow me to use my outboard gear. So we'll be going through the AKAI 2500, we'll be going through the Neve 73, because we like it to sound buttery and crispy when it goes in, not out, when it goes in, you know what I mean? You want it hot going in, when it goes in, you want it hot. You want it, yeah. And then we'll bring it down in the mix, and then we'll bring it back up on the 2-bus. So that's gonna be the process. Let's see if I can execute it. Let me know in the comments if you got any other tips. But let's get to it. We're in Luna now. So what we're gonna do is import the stems in Luna. For those of you new to Luna, this is what it looks like. I'm telling you, man, it's the best DAW on the planet, in my opinion. And they ain't paying me, but yeah. So remember, I wrote the tempo and stuff down. That's key because when I open this up, all I gotta do is type in the tempo of those stems. Boom. Type that in. Hit create. Luna's gonna load up, and there it is. Now I'm gonna come up here to Luna, and I'm gonna change the name because this is a template. I already have a template set, and I'll get into it of what this template is. The name of this beat's Care About You, so we're gonna label it that. Now it's labeled, we got the tempo, everything. This is the layout of Luna. If you don't know or you're new to it, it's the mix board. You have 3 looks here. This gives you the mix board. This gives you the tracking side. And right here, you know, it lets you do the focus, info, and the monitor in the browser, which I rarely ever use. So we're just gonna focus on the tracking side because what we're going to do is simply drag and drop. Now, as I stated, I have templated Luna out. Is that a word? Templated? Well, it is now. Templated. I have templated Luna out to make it easy when I'm stemming and making and mixing for beats. What we're going to do, and we'll actually be adding what's called a little parallel compression. So we're going to input the drums on input 1. Then we're going to group them together on 2 tracks, and then we'll bust those 2 tracks back into one of what I call kick. Now this is where the API, and let's go to this camera. This is where the API and the Neve will come in, because we're going to take those drums and feed it through the API and the Neve. I've set up the 6 to be able to bust this so that I can hear it. It goes into Luna, it goes into API, back into Luna. I know, jibber jabber, rabber rabber, rubber rabber. I get it, but I'm just telling you, that's what I'm fitting to do. That's what I do. So we're gonna bring these levels down a little bit, because like I said, we go low to go high. We're gonna input these drums. So follow me. Put the loop on. We are now importing stems, and I'm fixing to take this drum and I'm fixing to run it through the API compressor and the Neve preamp so we can make it beefy. And through it goes through the SSL. It'll go through the SSL for EQ, the Neve for the preamp, and the compressor. And then we're going to bring all that back into Luna through the bus. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. So let's get to it. As I told you before, I've already set up the bus system to do this. So all I simply got to do on the SSL is hit these 2 buttons here, and it's going to take me now to the API. We'll go back into Luna. We'll set the record. And now this sound should be not coming through the SSL. It should now be coming through the API and the Neve. Alright, there it is. Now how I know is I'm fixing to bring the API all the way down, and that's how we'll know it's now bust into the API. As you see, it got lower, right? So let's begin the first stage of the mix, which will be getting the sound how I want it to sound. So I don't want that much compression on there. So as you see, I can make it as loud as I want, but we don't want it that loud, as I said. I just want to show you. So we're coming in on the drums. I'm gonna set the compressor to about a 2. Okay. I'm gonna set the release to 0. The attack is 30. Why is the attack 30? Because I want to feel the full essence of that drum. Another thing about mixing, you gotta rest your ears for sure. You can get ear fatigue, you can't hear stuff. So you gotta take little breaks when you're mixing. And then I'm just ready to record, so let's record this first stem that's been processed through the AKAI and through the Neve 1073. Let's go. See, did you hear that? You hear that pop? You heard it? We gotta fix that. So on this, I'm gonna go a little bit high compression on the ratio. I'm gonna go about 5 or 6. Keep the release the same, attack the same. We're gonna cut the threshold, cut a little bit, control the dynamics a little bit, boost it up at about 5. That's what I'm doing for this. And then we'll touch it up with the EQ or the SSL. You're about to lose me. 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 One other thing, when you mixing, try to mix at a low level. Don't just be blasting, you know what I mean? Keep it at a low level. That's one of the keys to keeping, first of all, keep you from going deaf and dumb. Secondly, keep your ears from fatiguing a lot. Let me look at this camera. Yeah, so mix at a low level. Try to. Lower levels. Boost it up to check it. See if it's slapping. Bring it back down. Try to keep it at a low level. It prevents the ear fatigue, and also it helps you to mix better, because when you mix at loud levels, you can't hear what you need to hear. So mix at the low level, especially the highs. You can't really hear that when you got it boosted so loud. So turn it low. It'll actually tell you how much bass you need and your highs. So we're going to keep ours at about 3 in the room. There you go. Let's get to it.
You're about to lose me. 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 You're
Hey man, these focal headphones is spectacular. It's like mixing on the focal speakers. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hear everything in these things. I know they say you're not supposed to mix in headphones, but you should try your mixes on everything. Cheap speakers, headphones, the real speakers. You want to try your mix, especially in a car, for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out Focal for these headsets, man. These headsets is spectacular. Boom. So there we got it. All stems imported now to Luna. So now we're gonna switch from the tracking side to the mixing side. Clean this up. But as I told you before, you gotta take a little break for your ears. And I'm finna do that right now. Be right back in just a second. Take ya.
Welcome to Blacksmith Beats, where every sound gets forged in the fire. You need a sound that's truly yours? Get custom beats built for your style. Visit blacksmithbeats.com. Your sound deserves the forge.
Let's clean this up. So first of all, like I said, clutter. You know, they say cleanliness is next to godliness. So clutter is your worst enemy. Organize before you start mixing. Let's organize. Let's organize. So I had a whole bunch of stuff. I want everything simple. I gotta get rid of some stuff. I don't need this input no more. Talk about bussing. I don't know if you noticed, but I was putting the kick on 2 tracks. Why? Because I want to add what's called parallel compression. I want to keep one track normal, compress the second part of that drum, then bust the 2 over to a stereo track. Most mixers have what's called a bus. So we go here. So if you see here, the first thing I dropped was the drum track and 2 independent tracks. So what we're gonna do is go full left, full right. Come over here. I have everything muted so it doesn't give me feedback, you or me feedback. So now we need to assign it an output. So we'll go over here, call it drums. So now I should be able, if I press play, to hear my drums. Let's see. Data. Now, you don't hear nothing else because I haven't assigned nothing else to the main output. Now, I'm taking these two tracks here. See where this is? 1, 2. And I'm bringing them over here to this bus. Why? Because I want one of these to be natural. I want one of these to be compressed. So that then I can balance it here in the bus. It creates a fuller sound. You know what I mean? Versus if I just put one kick. I could just put one kick, snare. Then your stuff sounds like D. We want it to sound like we don't want it to sound like D. So, you know what I mean? You need two. Two is better than one. Got these two. We going into the bus. Now, as I said, it's going to be low because we're going to start low and then go high. What's called gain staging. But for now, we're going to come in low. Okay? Also, set your thing to loop so you ain't got to keep hitting play. Like, that's annoying for me. Like, when I don't loop it, I'm like, oh, man, I got to keep hitting play. So make sure you set your thing to loop. So when you're mixing, you can just focus on the kick. And we always start with the kick, by the way, if you didn't know. Why? Because it's the centerpiece of the song. And everything needs to blend into the kick. Or to the drums, I should say. The drums, rather. The drums. Okay. Switch back over to track mode. Like I said, we keep these spread out. But what I'm going to do to this right here, follow my mouse, I'm going to bring these straight up the middle. Somewhat. I'm going to come down and bring my bus. See, the bus is controlling all the snares, see? Because I haven't bussed in, as I just explained. We're going to come here and bring that to about -10. I know, kind of low, right? Why are we gonna do that? Because I'm fitting to come up here to the inserts, and I'm fitting to add the pull tech. You gotta have a pull tech. I always use pull tech, man. I believe it's called the pull tech EQP1A Legacy. There it is. I come here to my preset, Storm Jump. I don't know if you just heard that. Did you just hear that? Yeah, well, if you didn't, I heard it. Maybe a little too beefy, so let's play with it. That's regular. That's pull tech power. Regular, pull tech. Regular. Hear that? Do y'all hear that? Regular. Pull tech. Next, we're gonna add what's called the Fab Filter EQ. One of the greatest EQs I've ever heard in my life. Fab Filter. The Fab Filter Pro Q4 to be precise. Now this sucker is a surgical EQ. The pull tech, as you can tell, it can make it beefy and it can make it high. This is a mastering EQ. This can make it do anything. You see, we're gonna cut about 25 just to contain that bass. But we like bass. So we're gonna come up here to about 30. I don't know if y'all heard that. Now, you see this right here? It's called the Q. I can make it thin or fat. Thin makes me have more control. That just makes it everything bassy. This, by the way, how you create an 808 too, if you didn't know. You can take this. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? No 808. 808. I just want to make sure y'all heard that. Did you hear that? 808. It's a regular kick, man. It's a regular kick. It ain't no 808 kick. But I just made one. I can make it have that low 808 right there. That's why I say you always go about 30 hertz. I'm giving y'all the secrets down, man. This how cats be making sound packs and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm giving it to you, man. There's a difference between a beat maker and a producer. A lot of beat makers, very few producers. Producers can arrange. Producers may not even have to know how to play anything, but they have an ear for arrangement or for sound placement. Most importantly, timing. Beat makers make beats, send you on the beat, send your beat out the way, and you rapping, singing, nothing. A producer can take you the beat and be like, man, you need to rewrite them lyrics. That sucks. Put this in, bring this guy in, do this. But he also sits with the engineer most of the time, and he can dictate how he wants the style or the flow or the sound of the beat. So in this case, I'm being the producer and the engineer, and I gotta wear two hats today. So right now, I'm trying to dictate how this should sound. So I'm playing around with it. I'm experimenting. That's all I'm doing. Shaping this drum. Next, we're gonna go to the 300 range. I'm sorry, about 250. We're gonna go about 250. Okay. We're gonna bring it down. Now watch my cue. I want my cue to be very narrow here, because I don't want to affect my other sounds. We're gonna bring it down. About 3 is good. 3, 4. We might go a little wider. Why? It cleans up the bass. It takes the muddiness out. Now I don't know if you see all this stuff going on here. The fab filter actually tells you where some of your problem areas is at, or areas that need help. So like for instance, if it's too high here, we can contain it, or we can bring it out. See that? That's too much, right? So we bring it down. Not enough, right? Yeah. So they're pretty good already, so I'm good with where they're at. I might just add in the 4 about a dB. And right here it's telling you the hertz. I don't know if you can see it. It's telling you the hertz. And it's telling you how many dBs. That's 10 dBs. It's about 1. Then we're going to come over here. And we're going to add a little. Not there. We're going to come here and add a little. Hold on. Add a little air. About 8. Rest your ears. Make sure you're hearing everything right. Now let's talk about side chaining. Side chaining allows, in this case, what we're going to use it for, the bass and the kick to run together to where the kick doesn't overshadow the bass doesn't overshadow the kick, but that they play nicely together. I'm going to side chain the bass to the kick because I said everything, or should I say the drums, everything caters for me around the drums. So we want that bass to be very powerful, potent, in your face, but it ducks when that kick comes in. That's what the side chain does. In Luna, it makes side chaining pretty easy, but there's only a couple of plugins that can do the side chain. Well, at least the ones I have, that is. So in this case, I've already templated my side chain. Let's see if we can find it. It's under the console. As you can see here, the AKAI 2500 plugin is an excellent side chainer. So we're gonna enable that, but first we gotta assign that bass just like we did the kick. I gotta assign the outputs of the bass to my bus track. So right here is my bus track. I'm gonna take these two and do what I just did with that kick. When you go to Luna, once you set up a bus track, a stereo bus track, it's right here. All you gotta do is click it on the instrument that you want assigned to that. I'll come here, click it again. Now my bass should come here under the bus track. Once again, we're gonna fade hard left, hard right. That's just something I do. You don't have to, but I just think it creates a stereo space. I like it. Now what we want to do is we don't want that bass to overpower the drums, but we don't want the drums to be, so far ahead of that bass either. So we gotta balance it with the side chain. Let's open that up. Once again, we're in Luna console. We'll click this little thing here. It takes us to the side chain. Now, if you want it, and if you're using Luna yourself, how you set the side chain up is right here. If you see right here, it says side chain. It's under the utilities. So you click side chain, and then you put what it is that you want side chain. So in this case, I want the bass side chain to the drums. So I select the compressor that will be doing it. In this case, it's the 2500. Then it opens it up here. It gives me all the parameters for the compressor, the 2500, so that I can play with it and get it to sound right. But then if I click here, the drums, it gives me the control of how much side chain will happen in the side chain source, if that makes sense. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Let's play with it. We'll come back because I want to add my kick now. Make sure the kick and the drums balance along with the bass. Now, when we mess with this, we're gonna try to create stereo space here. So we'll be using effects. We're gonna pan hard left, hard right, put a little delay on there to give us space with the keys. Make it sound like it's coming through this speaker and this speaker panned. That's the goal. So it creates more space for the kick and the bass, and everything blends well. So let's see if we can accomplish that. All about experimentation, but let's start with the guitar rig. We'll be using 7, and we're putting this right here. We're gonna start searching for our effects, see what does what. I like that a little bit too much, so we'll take a little off of it. See what that sound like. I kind of like that delay on there. Now we're gonna add a little compressor on there, one of the greatest compressors ever, or we'll call it a limiter, I guess. Limiter amp. The friggin' LA2A Legacy, man. Now you see how much I can get on there? I'm gonna set it about 50, gain it. Then we're gonna bring this down until it sits into the mix perfectly. Or to the bass line, I should say. Bring it down a little bit. And I want that joker just to sit right in with the keys. And we might put an effect and a compressor on him as well. Yeah, I like that blend. Might come back and fix it up. But let's see how it sounds with the other junk. We're gonna add it one by one. All right, so now the time has come for us to check out and see what we got. You don't always hit the mix right on the first try. Got to listen in the car, the headsets, various different speakers. But let's check out what we got and let's see. Let's go. So what we do today, we stemmed out the beat, imported the beat to Luna, imported the beat through the AKAI and the Neve back into Luna, mixed the stems, arranged the stems, and now I'm gonna export the stems and shoot it to the client, see if he like it. If not, we gotta start all over again for the mix. But you know, that's the day in the life, production and engineering. Hope y'all appreciate it. Drop me a line, a comment, you know. Yeah, share what you think. And keep making music, man. Keep enjoying music. You know, till the next time. Take ya.
Welcome to Blacksmith Beats, where every sound gets forged in the fire. You need a sound that's truly yours? Get custom beats built for your style. Visit blacksmithbeats.com. Your sound deserves the forge.
Another Blacksmith beat.